With Funkhauser Real Estate Group with another edition of my monthly real estate market report covering the residential real estate market in Harrisonburg and Rockingham County. We're now taking a look at real estate activity through the first 10 months of 2018. Let's dive right in. When we take a look at October home sales, we'll see that there was a sharp uptick in October sales in 2018. 120 homes sold last month. That was compared to only 98 last October. It was the strongest month of October home sales in at least the last 3 years. That added on to the first 9 months of the year to show a year-to-date sales figure of 1,117 homes selling, which is a 5.48% increase over 2017. So 5% more homes are selling this year than last year during the same time frame. The median sales price has also increased considerably. The median sales price during the first 10 months of the year was $214,000, which is a 9% increase from the same time frame last year. We should note that more single-family homes are selling this year than last year, and so part of this 9% increase in median sales price is simply a change in which properties or what type of properties are selling. So home values across the board are not necessarily increasing 9%, even though this market-wide median sales price has increased 9%. Homes are selling more quickly as well this year, a median days on market of only 22 days, which is a 33% decline from last year. So homes are selling very quickly. Looking at the city versus county, we see relatively similar trends, an increase in home sales in both areas, both the city and the county. The median sales price has increased more in the city than it has in the county, 11.6% increase in the city, whereas only a 6.3% increase in the county. However, the median sales price is lower in the city at $192,000 as compared to $223,000 in the county. And homes are selling more quickly in the city than the county. Median days on market in 2018 of 13 days on the market as compared to in the city, as compared to 34 in the county. Here's the month-by-month view. You can see that there were quite a few months in 2018 that were the strongest out of the last several years. February, March, April, June, July, all of those were the strongest month in recent memory. In August and September, however, we fell to the middle or the bottom of the pack in 2018. It was encouraging, therefore, to see a sharp uptick in October to 120 home sales, and time will tell what we're looking at for November and December. When we look at cumulative sales, we are looking all the way up to this lime green bar, and you'll see that there have been 1,117 home sales in the first 10 months of the year. That's the most home sales we've seen in the first 10 months of any year, looking all the way back to 2012. So a strong year of home sales, and it seems likely we'll close out the year somewhere in between 1,261 and 1,313 home sales. So we're going to be somewhere in between, likely, where we were in 2016 and 2017. This is looking at a rolling 12 months, and so data over time, and you can see that home sales increased, and the pace of home sales increased in 2015 and 16 and on into 2017 before slowing somewhat, but for the last 6 to 9 months the pace of home sales has been increasing again. And clearly the median sales price has been increasing for the last 2.5 years. We passed $200,000 as a median sales price about 8 months ago, and we've been above that for the last 8 months. This is the overall market, which we were talking about earlier, is showing a significant increase in the median sales price when looking at single-family homes and duplexes and townhomes and condos. So that's all property types. When we look just at single-family homes, we get what might be a bit clearer of a picture from a value perspective. Here you can see that we're not seeing that sharp 9% increase in the median sales price. This is actually between a 2 and a 3% increase in the median sales price for single-family homes. And that's likely what we've seen as far as a shift in market values in this area. These yellow bars at the bottom are the number of homes selling per year, again single-family homes, and this 806 figure is just the first 10 months, so we're likely to get back up to where we were last year and edge towards 2016. This is the duplexes, townhomes, and condos. You can see a decent increase in the median sales price there to the highest median sales price that we've seen anytime in the last 15 years. And we're likely to see a similar amount of these properties selling in 2018, although it might decline a bit depending on how the last 2 months of the year go. Now we're looking at the market balance between buyers and sellers. Clearly, it is a seller's market. When we look at this blue line, this is the number of buyers in the market. It has been steadily increasing over the past 6 years, and the number of sellers in the market, as measured by listing inventory over time, has been steadily decreasing. And the most notable decrease has been over the past 2-3 years, where we've seen the inventory levels fall the furthest, most quickly. And so a strong seller's market where there are more buyers in the market than there are sellers. Flipping forward a few here, we will get to contract activity. You can see that October, if nothing else, has been a consistent month over the past few years for the number of contracts that are signed. 111 contracts this October, 112 last October, and 109 2 Octobers ago. So that's relatively steady. We are now going to head into November, December, January, February, which are traditionally rather slow months for contract activity. Inventory levels continue to somehow decline, with an 11% decline over the past year and a 34% decline when looking at a 2-year period. So there are fewer and fewer homes for buyers to choose from on the market, and we didn't actually increase all that much when we went into the spring and summer market this year. So we're now at 317 properties on the market in Harrisonburg and Rockingham County. When we look at the inventory of homes for sale in the city versus county, we will see that there are only 82 properties for sale in the city, which is actually technically a 4% increase over a year ago, and 234 properties for sale in the county, which is a 15% decline. So relatively steady listing inventory in the city, but that might be because it is so low, it couldn't really go much lower. As far as the speed of homes selling, here we're looking at the median days on market. On the left side, these are the properties that sold in the past year, and you can see that 53% of them went under contract within 30 days of having been put on the market. So 1 in 2 homes that are listed that sell are under contract within 30 days of having been listed for sale. And then it goes on from there. We get 2/3 of homes that sell are under contract within the first 2 months or 60 days that they're on the market. And then this is a look at the length of time that all current listing inventory has been on the market. Home sales by price range, we're seeing increases in the number of home sales in every price range except for under $200,000. In that price range, we have seen a 12% decline in the pace of home sales, though that is largely a result of prices increasing, and so fewer properties are fitting into this category, as well as less inventory of homes for sale under $200,000. When we look at months of housing supply, there's about a 7-month supply of homes for sale over 400,000 and only a 2-month supply of homes for sale under 200,000. So the most stressed out segments of the housing market locally are the lower price ranges, where there are lots of buyers and very few sellers. Interest rates have increased significantly over the past 1.5 to 2 years. We're now looking at an average rate of 4.86% on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, and that is up from 3.94% a year ago and 3.47% 2 years ago. This, thus far, has not seemed to be impacting the pace at which buyers are making decisions to buy homes, but clearly housing prices, monthly housing costs are increasing as both the sales prices increase as well as the mortgage interest rates increase. Again, I'm Scott Rogers with Funkhauser Real Estate Group. To read this entire market report, you can visit harrisonburghousingmarket.com. You can read daily commentary on our local market at harrisonburghousingtoday.com. Or if you'd like to view all new listings in the area, be sure to check out newlistingsinharrisonburg.com. Until next month, have a great November, and I'll bring you another segment of our monthly housing market report in early December.